Hello everyone, I'm Azza Silver and welcome to a new video. This one is going to be probably one of the strangest videos I've ever recorded, but it felt necessary to record it after the podcast. And you haven't seen the podcast yet, but we recorded the final episode and then we made this joke that I now have to do. Also, don't mind the hair, I haven't done it yet. I haven't fixed it, I haven't gelled it, so it's very fizzy and whatnot. But today, as evident by the title, I am teaching you how to remove the Coke sheet from the gum wrappers. So these are obviously 5 gum, not sponsored, but 5 gum, okay? And what some of you might not know is that these are laced with Coke. And yes, I mean cocaine. So technically speaking, for the past couple weeks in civics class, I have been dissecting how these things work, and I think I have realized why I get so hyper every time I chew one, and I understand now why I have an addiction to gum. And that is because there are Coke sheets laced within there's Coke laced within the 5 gum. You want to know how your senses are stimulated? It's the Coke. So I'm going to show you how to remove the thing. So what you want to do, as you can see, I've folded mine a little bit, like into a square. So it has all these like little wrinkles in it. You just kind of want to fold it into one of those, and then little squares. I do it with every gum wrapper I get. So yeah, there's that, and then it gives you all these wrinkles, kind of wears down the sheet, right? So now it's worn down, it's a little runny. As you can see, there's a crack already right there, in the blue wrapper, and it's because it's becoming unhinged from the Coke, the Coke sheet. Now I collect Coke sheets, so for any of you who want to send me fan mail, you can send me those. So next up, what I do is I look for a corner. Typically the corners are the easiest part to separate the blue wrapper from the Coke sheets, and luckily I have done that. So what you want to do is you just kind of want to toy with it a bit, and then you want to take it and you want to kind of pull it back. You want to try and separate the two because you can't get the Coke off if you. I dropped the thing. But some sheets are going to be harder than others. Obviously, not everyone is going to want to cooperate with you. But this one does it voluntarily. As you can see, that corner right there, that little white spot, that is, that's the Coke sheet coming off the blue wrapper. That's that. So you're going to want to use that to your advantage, you know. If it gives you an opening, you want to take it. And so I can start peeling. And as you can see, it's separating. And you notice there's 2 sheets because there's a Coke sheet and then there's the wrapper. And they lace it with the Coke sheet. They could just do the wrapper, but the Chew 5 Gum decides to lace it with the Coke sheet to give that extra flavor that makes you want to come back and get more. It's really bizarre. The way I do it, and as you can see, I'm separating the Coke sheet. You want to do it as gently as possible. You want as little of the wrapper still on your thing. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Sometimes you can be kind of fidgety and just separate on its own. But you wanna try your best to get all of it off. So as you can see, majority off right there, and as you can see, there is a Coke sheet indeed. And I'll show you a close up in a minute once I get the rest of this blue off. But yeah, it's quite bizarre. So anytime in the podcast you hear me talking about, oh yeah, there's a Coke sheet, you know, or you know, this gum is laced with Coke, I'm talking about 5 gum, and I'm talking about the idea that it's been laced with Coke. So you can tell it looks like a regular white sheet, right? You know, just something to make it taste better once it gets in the thing. But if you look closely at it, you can see the little white spots, the little bits of Coke everywhere that didn't quite land on the gum. You can see the remnants of where it is everywhere, and that is the important part here, is that it's laced with gum. This is what you're feeding your children, and it's being laced with that. That is not good. So obviously I got a second one, right? And so I'm gonna show you again, this time with less explanation. I'm gonna talk a little bit less about the actual procedure of it. You can see more just like a rundown of what you do. So first off, just a quick reminder, you want to toy with the if there's no other option, like if you can't find a corner that's already given you kind of an opening, you want to toy with the wrapper for a little bit, and then you want to toy with the corner of the wrapper, and it will help but after folding it into a square. Don't forget to fold it into a square. That's really the first starting point, and you want to make it easy to open. And then this is probably the most down-to-earth vlog I've ever done. I want to point that out. I feel very professional in a weird way. But yeah, so obviously not everyone. I've done ones before where they come off easily. Sometimes they don't. It's really, really up to you how you do it, you know, if you want to take your time. Now, obviously, there's no significance because at the end of the day, you're still looking for a Coke wrapper. You're still getting Coke. This is just a different method of going about it. And so here we are, almost done. Just taking off the extra remnants of blue. If we were at school right now, I'd be giving this to my best friend because I have a best friend now. It's pretty cool. In case you didn't know that running joke, I didn't have a best friend. Like, Cassie, she had this best list, so it went like best friend, bestie. And it was like a hierarchy of like the people in her life. And then they asked me who my best friend was, and I realized I didn't have one. So, because I'm not that close with anyone. Well, I wasn't at the time. But I have a best friend now. Her name is Cassie. It's pretty cool. And so there, as you can see, 2 Coke wrappers. Everyone's laced with one. You can do it yourself. I just showed you how. So there you go. Now you too can find what's getting you high when you eat gum. Now you can find the sheets. It's a very dangerous world. You gotta be very vigilant. But that's why I'm here to look out for you. Because this world, it gets as real as it can. As real as silver, so yeah, you gotta be mindful of what you're doing. And this is just where it's at, you know. This is life. Coke sheets. So that has been my tutorial. Oh yeah, discard of the blue. You don't need the wrapper anymore. There's no significance to that. So throw that out. You keep these memento moris. Yeah. So yeah. And so that's a life tip for today. That's you learn something new every day. This is what you learn. Okay. So thank everyone so much for watching. I'm Master Silver. Like and subscribe for more of this. Probably not, but more of this. More gaming, more vlogs, whatever else comes. I will see you all very, very soon. Later, guys.